that I just dropped on YouTube.
Let's get this party going.
You got another day to be great. You woke up, so that means that you have another day to be great.
All right, this is another episode of the Homeroom Smooth Podcast, episode number 362, Superwoke. I can't believe they said that about Superman just because he said that he's a human just like everybody else. Like, it's like a line towards the end of the movie. I'm like, that's what got you pissed? That he's like, I'm a human just like everybody else. I mean, it's true. People are like, well, oh my God, I can't believe James Gunn said it's an immigrant story. I mean, he's an immigrant to the entire planet of Earth. And an illegal one on top of that. So,
yeah, they got his papers. He's naturalized now.
Yeah, he got deported to a pocket dimension.
Oh God!
Like, what are we fucking talking about?
So it's an ice story then. That's what you're telling me. Lex Luthor was ice,
right? Like, and that doesn't even make sense. One single corporate organization with a corrupt man became ice by himself.
Seems like it's an American story. Maybe that's why people are upset. I think sometimes people, they draw at analogies, and there's probably someone who seriously thinks that, and that's why it's woke, because they're putting in the agenda.
Yeah, my thing is, it's just another standard story of corporate greed, not treating people like human beings. It ain't got nothing to do with him being an immigrant, because he never said he was an immigrant. I never heard him say the word immigrant. He said he was an alien. But Lex Luthor called him an alien first before he said he was an alien.
You know, people, they pull strings and they get mad, and I think no matter what happens, someone's gonna have an issue with something. So if the movie is good and it gains steam, they look for the one thing. Because remember, even with Captain America, like that movie, he said, it's not just the values of America. It's like, Captain Good being a good person. People, they got mad about that. Because being good is exclusively American. Right. So I think James Gunn's like, it's an immigrant story, because he's trying to say he's trying to find his way and to do the right thing. And people are like, oh, he said immigrant, and it's like, it's a hot topic, and people get mad for no freaking reason.
Right, and it's not a lie. Like neither Captain America, Anthony Mackie, when he said that, and then James Gunn when he said that about Superman. Neither of those are lies. It's the truth. Yeah. It's the plot. Yeah, it's literally the plot. That's the whole essence. If you read the comic of Captain America, is, hey, I'm a good dude trying to do the right thing. I mean, obviously, there's sometimes he did some pretty effed up stuff. I mean, standing on the side, like fighting the X-Men, like that stuff. Like, I was like, bro, like this comic book run, like, you are a villain, sir. You are a
villain. He was hero. X-Men are wrong.
Nuts. Like, and then you have Superman. His whole identity is, I'm putting myself on the line to help you. That's it. That's all he does. Is just zip around trying to save people, trying to save lives.
No,
like I guess outside of addressing that, like, what did you think of the movie?
I'll give 4 out of 5 stars. 6.5 stars if I'm watching it at the Chinese theater. But in all seriousness, I think it was very good. I think it shows that no matter how much the Snyder first lovers are out there, I think this shows that, hey, guess what? Marvel was doing it right. And I think this was DC. They said, hey, if we can't beat them, join them. Because they're trying to make their dark, broody universe, and it didn't work. And I think it works better, especially for a character like Superman. So I think it was a good take of it too, and it was an enjoyable movie. And I think at the end of the day, movies need to be enjoyable, and this was an enjoyable movie.
Yeah. I liked the movie. I'll say for me personally, uh I guess if I'll say I'll give it. I don't know how to do 4 out of 5
Mhm.
for it. I'll give it like an 8.5. Like
Mhm.
that's how I feel. Like out of 10, an 8.5 out of 10. Because
Okay.
I'm like, it's good. There's things I would have done differently, like or I felt like could have been like a little bit expanded upon. Because it's quick. It's
Yeah.
just 2 hours. Like it's boom, and it just goes. It's like boom, 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 and then you're up out of there.
Mhm.
And I think there should have been like for some moments, I think you could have stretched it a little bit to make
Yes.
to give it a little bit more meat, and maybe we'll get the gun cut where,
Yes. I think a director's cut. I would want to see some deleted scenes, but I do
yeah,
like the fact that it was quick, so nothing drug on. So it was unapologetically a superhero movie, and it was like you are reading you're turning the pages, and it
yeah,
was nonstop, which I think is very very good because it's a good take to go ahead and see what people think about it, see what people feel about it, and you
hmm
can't get bored. It didn't bog anything down, and it didn't treat anyone like they were stupid as well too. So to say, hey, you know what Superman is, this is what he's doing.
yeah. Even though that guy cinema sins,
Mhm.
he's gonna send it like
Mhm.
the words on the screen at the beginning.
Yeah.
I love that because
Yes.
we already know all of that. Like,
Yes.
hey, this is when he got here.
Mhm.
Then this is when he started doing this.
Yeah.
And then 3 days ago or
Yeah.
3 hours ago, was it 3 minutes ago? He took his
Yeah,
first L.
he lost, and I'm like, no, it's funny because when I saw that, I'm like, I didn't know Batman was in this movie.
Right.
Oh, but I was like, oh man. So
Yeah.
I do like the fact that it did highlight Lex Luthor's intellect more
Yeah.
so kind of like in his predictability and what he was doing. But I also did highlight the fact, I was laughing because I was talking to someone about it, and I said it just shows why Batman always beats Superman. And I was
Yeah.
talking, and someone was like, why? I'm like, because the very very first fight, Batman would have realized there's hundreds of cameras around him.
Yes. Yes.
It took Superman the whole damn movie to realize, oh,
Yeah.
this is how you're kicking my butt.
Yeah. Batman would have hit an EMP about like 5 minutes into the fight.
I know.
Man, yeah, yeah. That part, like at the end, I was like, I mean, yeah, I'm glad it gave crypto something to do. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And it gave, and I what is it? The foreshadowing of the scene where he ends up like jumping. Spoiler alert. Okay,
Yes.
we're really reviewing the movie here. I
Yes.
don't know, like where he bites
Oh, Mr.
Mr.
Terrific's.
Terrific's
Yeah.
T Spears. He's
Mhm.
like, that's expensive.
Yeah. No, and I like that it gave like spoiler, and it wasn't more so that gave crypto like something to do, but it just shows that and it's funny because I've always said this: Superman is the de facto strongest hero in the DC universe, right?
Period. Doc.
hmm
Period.
But
Doc.
I mean strongest as in he is the strongest physical strength, right? Too, but
Yeah.
he is not. And you can argue with powerfulness or just the total package. He is not the total package, and because, like you said, and like the little thing is that he didn't notice cameras were around him for all like the whole movie. Every time he fought Ultraman,
Yeah.
you know, it's until he was in, where there was nothing there, and he's like, oh, this is like this is how you're beating me too. And I think it gives credence because I know people get mad at all times, but even DC says it too. When Superman fights Wonder Woman, like the people keep score how many times they fought and who's won. Wonder Woman has the win-loss record over Superman
Yeah.
because Wonder Woman doesn't have to freaking fight. So it shows Superman is powerful and he's able to do things, but he's not the best in other stuff. So I think that it really did highlight it, and
Mhm.
I liked it. So because of that, the whole thing, it gave Luthor his time to shine as well too, and
Yeah.
it showed that Superman isn't invincible. Which is
Yeah.
something that is hard to relate in a lot of different movies because like, oh, like he's the Man of Steel and nothing can beat him. So it showed him like, hey, he's able to get his butt kicked. Yeah, Luthor did some tomfoolery, some sorcery in there as well too with some technology, and
Mhm.
it really made it. And you could tell he outsmarted him because he's like, okay, I
Yep.
observed him, I know everything. Like I'm doing all these different plans, almost like Batman. My contingency plans. It's like these are my moves. And so I like that. I like how it highlighted him, but still made Luthor unlikable. So you really didn't want to like him.
Yeah, for sure. Man, my thing was like all his people that were working in there. I'm like, y'all are corrupt. Y'all are bad people. Y'all are horrible people. Horrible. Like y'all just beating down on Superman. Like the call outs had me like crying.
Yes.
Like, especially the scene when he's like, K2. Yeah. Like what the fuck?
He was like this. He had this out there. Okay, it's all like that. He was like, save button.
Right. He's freaking God of War on him.
Yeah. No, and I think that was the only thing I could say was missing. It does. I think what's hard to convey in every single Superman movie, Lex Luthor's charisma.
Yeah.
And I think this one did a little better with it, but it still didn't show it as how he's able to get people to believe in him. Because you have this guy who's doing everything right, and he's still able to convince people that, hey, shit can hit the fan, or he's doing this. Because I think it only showed the corruption. Oh no, he froze up. So I think it only showed the corruption of it too. But I will say this until he comes back.
Wait, did you cut out or did I cut out?
It looked like you froze. I'm not sure because
on my end it looks like you froze.
Okay, because on my end it looks like you froze. But I think we're good now.
My internet did waver, like as far as like my connection to the Wi-Fi, it did waver. So it might be me. It might have been me.
Well, chop right here. I would say, we'll go back to that. I do wish that they could show more of Luthor's charisma and having everyone believe in him, everything too. But I think it just showed more, like you said, it made them seem like these people, they're all just as corrupt as he is.
Like the dude was trying to say, "Oh, look, here's the code. Yeah, please stop it. Please stop the world destruction." And he's like, "I don't need you."
Yeah,
but I do like also that James Gunn chose to show us versions of different characters that we didn't normally get, like or just characters in general. Like Hawkgirl has been an extremely popular character. Never seen her on screen this entire time. Boom, we finally got her. Okay, cool. Like Green Lantern, you had to give us somebody that people relate to, but then you gave us a different version.
Yeah, Guy Gardner is
the Guy Gardner. Yeah, sorry, give me the Guy Gardner version. Like, yeah, that's good because now we get a brand new Green Lantern to relate to. Having to think about the previous, you can wipe that out your mind because this is a new Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific. Nobody's ever seen him on screen before, even though he's had mad comic book time.
Yes, and he's also in their animated stuff too. Yeah.
Yep, that and what else? The Supergirl choice, like seeing her, I was like, okay. I'm like, this is a decent Supergirl. I'm like, I can see where this series is going. These movies is going, and it gave us enough of Superman and Friends without it being taken away from it being a Superman movie.
Yes.
It let us know that Superman's here. He's been here for a while. He has a few friends. They fuck with him, but they don't fuck with him like that.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, and I think it was good because it did set up the thing because it said, hey, metahumans are all around. So it's not like kind of the origin stories where it's like this guy's the only one and everyone else is in hiding. Because usually what happens is that it's Superman and Batman, everyone else is in hiding, and no one knows about anything. So I do like the fact that it brought it up. So now they could bring someone else out there, and you could go through an origin story without saying like him hiding out of the woodwork because metahumans are available.
Right. And I like the way that they kind of like threw in tidbits here and there of his lore, like his origin lore, without just like going through a straight origin story.
Yes.
Like even the recap at the end of the movie where it's showing like he's showing his parental stuff and it's showing him growing up. I was like, this is gorgeous. This is how I would want to see it.
Yeah. It almost, because I like the way they did it, because I know some people wouldn't like it, but when they did Spider-Man Homecoming and because then we had Spider-Man, then we had the Amazing Spider-Man. So they're like, we don't need to rehash this origin story again. And I think I like that's kind of how they did it with Superman. They said we don't need to rehash this. We're just gonna go ahead and do it.
It was me. It was me.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was me. Okay, we're back now.
All right.
Oh my God.
No, it reminded me of Spider-Man: Homecoming, where they could do it. They could do a reboot, but you don't have to rehash the whole origin story. And I think that's how it's done right, because for the most part, we all know.
Yeah, I agree, man. Like that's how it should be. I mean, even with like the different take of like the Batman, for instance, like it's his beginning, but without them like really going, hey, so yeah, my parents got shot.
Yeah.
In their, like with my family fortune, like they did all of that without doing it.
Yeah. How many times do we need to see the gun and the beads?
Yeah, exactly. James Gunn said it himself. We don't need to see another spider bite for Spider-Man. We need to see Bruce's parents die anymore, and we don't need to see Superman landing. Them 3 characters, everybody got it. We got it. Yep. We know when we walk in, hey, Superman alien and he's out here fighting stuff that he shouldn't, like, that nobody else can fight.
Yes.
Like, where do you want to see them go? Like, as far as villain wise, right? Like, where do you want to see them go after this?
Because that's the thing, Superman is really, really hard, because Superman's one where people, they don't know all his villains. Because everyone knows Lex Luthor, and 2, it's kind of hard to have a villain that makes them feel vulnerable without going to the doomsday. I would want to see like Metallo. So Metallo is the one where he's powered by like a kryptonite battery, like that too. And depending on the version you have of him, he's able to do some shape shifting, and he's able to. He's pretty much, he's an android, but powered by kryptonite. So I like that. Or what I want to do is unlike Batman Superman, Batman versus Superman, I want to see them adapt like the Public Enemies, where Batman and Superman they work together and just freaking take on the freaking world. Which is and then the cool thing about that one is that you're able to bring in other heroes as well too. I do like stuff like that. I think that would be like a unique take, especially like in live action as well too. But I know they're not going to do that anytime soon. But I would probably say like Metallo would be one. I think it's too soon for Brainiac. Because I said it. Because
that's who I would want to see. But yes,
yeah. So I think Metallo Metallo would be good too. And because that's the one that he could be a single, give him a threat. You can have another hero come in and help him. And then kind of go off and do his own thing. Or honestly, I wouldn't even mind Superman being like a background character in a couple of different DC movies for a bit. So
yeah, for sure, man. So him versus Bizarro would be fine. They already did General Zod, but I'm okay with them doing like a different take that's a bit more true to the comics. Like I'm okay with them doing that. Obviously, Darkseid has to happen at some point down the line, but that's a down the line thing because he's a universal.
Yeah, Darkseid's always a Justice League thing. So
yeah, he's a Justice League level threat. Miss Flick.
Oh, I know you're talking about too. I don't
Lobo.
Lobo's not even a Superman villain anymore. I can see him popping out, and that's where I can see Superman being a background character for that, and then have it being like a Lobo movie. The Mr. I can't say his name right now too. I don't think that would be good in live action.
Okay.
And that's just, and I could be wrong. I just don't see that being good in live action or for a whole movie.
Yeah, he'd probably be a piece of the movie.
Yeah.
Like maybe some of these people you can like piece them together. Because like who is this? There's Livewire here. I see the Metallo guy. Let's see. He fought Maxima. He fought Adolf Hitler. What? What is this?
Yeah, that's it. No, I think like if I was to choose one though, I would do Metallo, because I think Metallo could hold a whole movie and give him a threat, and maybe not even beating him, but like taking going after people that he knows, and then he's able to, depending on the version of this, he's able to blend in, so Superman always can't find him. Or what happens? He goes and he weakens Superman. So then when Superman's going back, so like the whole movie, Superman's kind of getting weaker too. So then when he's getting stronger, he's still not at full strength. So, and I think Metallo could be that ongoing threat, and where Superman actually needs help from other people as well too. So he's actually vulnerable, and then you can even turn it into something like even like a horror movie, because Metallo could literally hunt him down.
Yeah. So why would you feel like Lobo couldn't work? Because I feel like Jason Momoa. Like I feel like Lobo, like maybe if you had like in the movie you had like Bizarro, like Lobo, like in the same movie, maybe, I don't know.
Maybe because I think Lobo, he's so far away from his old where he was a villain, where he's still anti-hero now, that I think it just doesn't work. I think if it came out beforehand, I'll be like, oh, all right. But since they're just we're so far removed from villain Lobo now, and then also like Lobo's strong, but he's not in Superman's class, and then he's more like a brawler too. So it's kind of like Lobo's pretty much Wolverine with the power boost. Okay. So he's not like in the class like in the class of Superman. I'd probably put him more like in the class like of like the Thing, because like you can't, and that's what it is too.
Who uses magic though on here? Like, because isn't one of his weaknesses magic?
Oh, magic, yes. I don't know.
How, and that's so weird. Like, because I'm looking at this list and it's telling me their abilities and stuff, and nobody on here uses magic, and I'm like, how?
Because a lot of his villains where stuff like that uses magic, he usually teams up with Fate. So that will probably be a cool way to pull up to bring in Fate. But it has to be a movie that what I want to say, like, because you have to bring in Fate, and that's probably has to be a villain that's not Superman centric. So something that he goes across, but not something known by Superman.
Okay, that makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense.
So, but it'll be a good way to bring in Fate or Zatanna.
Zatanna,
to expand the universe, and I think I think that this is a good launch pad for it. It's a good launch pad for this new DC universe, for DC movie universe. I'm interested to see how they're going to flesh out the characters that they already have. Like your Hawk Girl, like this version of Green Lantern, because with that one, are they bringing in the rest of the Green Lantern Corps, or are we still going to go, or stick with Guy for a bit as well too? So, and I think that would be interesting. Are we eventually going to see the Martian Manhunter, and that's it's how close are we going to put them together? Supergirl, we know she's in there. How soon till we get this Wonder Woman reboot? And then we're getting another Batman. So, and then can we deal with two different Batmans?
Yeah. Okay, so, I do want to get into the Batman thing, but I also want to, like, as far as selling tickets though, like to put it in a movie theater, I don't know if you could sell a Mr. Terrific or a Hawk Girl or a Guy Fury. Like, I don't know if you could sell that. Like, as far as like box office wise, like in a movie theater.
Well, no, I don't think you can either. But I want to say, like, are they going to come back in other DC movies with other things in there, or are they not going to show up until they redo the Justice League? And so that's what I mean. That's what I want to know. How are they going to flesh them out? And then because I know they're going to do their Trinity, but they said that because they're having 4 pillars, it's going to be Superman, Wonder Woman, Supergirl, and Batman. So they're going to build around those 4 characters, and then add people in there. Yes, Gunn said that, and which is why I'm interested, because he's doing his version of Batman in the Gunn universe, but they're still doing Robert Pattinson as the Batman as well too. So is that going to confuse people, or is that going to be okay? Because Pattinson's not going to be in both.
Yeah. Well, that's good that he's not going to be in both, because otherwise that would just get mad confusing. Because
but I think it's going to be mad confusing with two different Batmans anyway too. So
yeah, but I feel like the tone of the movie is a bit different. But I think as far as like in Gunn universe, I think Batman. Okay, like as far as playing Batman, right? I could see old boy from like the Jack Reacher series, not Tom Cruise, but the guy from the Jack Reacher series. He looks like Batman. You know, he has the build for Batman. I don't know how he'd be a Bruce Wayne though.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm afraid of with him. Like, I don't know how he pull off Bruce Wayne, but I know he put off Batman for sure.
Yeah,
because he has the build. Because you have to look at like Batman has to be menacing.
Yeah.
Period. Dot. He has to be menacing.
But he can't be too menacing because he can't be bigger than Superman.
I mean, but does Superman need to be jacked? He was never.
Well, no, but I think, remember, for him, from Jack Reacher, that series from Reacher, he is physically bigger than Superman. Like, not even like ripped. I'm saying he's just physically bigger than Superman.
You know what? I think in Gunn universe, I think that would be an interesting dynamic though, because like Superman can be, Batman could be like trying to be like all big or whatever, and he's just getting mollywopped around.
Yeah, but it's Batman, so he doesn't really get mollywopped. He's just gonna be like, I'm Batman.
Yeah, true enough. True enough.
So yeah, so what did you rate the movie? What did you think?
Oh, no.
You said 8.5.
Yeah, I said an 8.5. I said an 8.5. Okay, with Supergirl, like, what are they gonna do with her though? Like, what would her movie even be? Her traveling around the universe, like,
because Supergirl. Well, I don't think she'll be partying. She'll be doing other stuff because that's the thing. Because theoretically, Supergirl is stronger than Superman, which is why she goes. And there's a plenty of different series where she goes and does stuff that Superman can't do because she's going across the universe as well too. But like even on Earth and how she processes sunlight and everything too, and the fact that since she's more out of time than Superman because she kind of grew up in Krypton and then saw it get destroyed and everything, so she's more Kryptonian. So there's a lot of things where she just doesn't hold back either, too. So, but they could do Woman of Tomorrow. See how she adjusts more, doing other stuff. She actually hooks up with Brainiac because they actually send her like into the future as well too, because she can't get a grasp. So there's a lot of different ways they could go with Supergirl. I'm interested in it if they do it right too. The college frat girl thing could be kind of cool because then she's kind of like what people think of Superman, especially when they got it's the anti Zack Snyder one, because now you have a Kryptonian who just doesn't give a fuck and is more quippy like that too. So that could be an interesting dynamic that we haven't seen on screen either as well, because this Superman was a lot more lighthearted than we've seen in a while. Yeah, even from Superman Returns and everything, but having one totally the other side could be great as well too. So I think it'll be interesting. I think it'll be a good take.
Yeah, and Superman's trying to like grow her up and make her like be mature. Yeah. I think that would, and like show her strength. I think that would work. Yeah,
it's either that or she's just doing whatever she wants to do and just like, and then like it's like oopsies.
yeah.
So
and then what? Wonder Woman? Who the heck would be Wonder Woman?
I don't know who's gonna be the new Wonder Woman. No one knows that one yet too. So
like, I just who would you feel like should be Wonder Woman?
I don't know, like really, like I don't. Because I don't, like, I'm not even gonna lie, like I have this person like right now, like we have to come back and think of that. That'll be like a short, you throw a short where I go like, oh, this person should be Wonder Woman. Like I said, I don't know. I'm excited for them to bring her in as well too. I just hope that because the thing is she did really, really good in her movies and they had the power base. I didn't like how they did her in Justice League, where I felt like she got nerfed because in every medium, especially after the New 52, she is able to hold her own against Superman a lot, and how she kind of got mollywopped by Superman was not cool, because and that's the thing too, like as strong as Superman is and what he did in that movie and Justice League 2 where he was holding Wonder Woman and Aquaman, like, would not happen. Because yes, can he beat him one-on-one? Yes, he can. But Wonder Woman, he always struggles with Wonder Woman, and then with Aquaman, especially after New 52 not being a joke, that wouldn't have been good. Like that should not have happened.
Yeah, but I also think they were showing like a bit of restraint. They didn't want to hurt him.
Well, no, yeah, but I think even with restraint, all with both of them, it wouldn't have been that way where he's able to hold both of them by their neck and everything too. I think the Flash scene was pretty cool too.
Yeah,
and I think that's kind of how like it should have went on that one with him and Flash. But the other ones, you're like, oh no. But so I'm excited to see how they scale them all together, because that was my biggest problem with Justice League. It was, we can't do anything without Superman. And then when Superman came in, it's like they didn't need anyone else. They just need Superman. And I think even when Superman came, they were already giving Steppenwolf the business anyway. So so like, so then they didn't need Superman. And Superman came in and he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna sock you twice, and this is what we're doing. So so they kind of really downplayed Steppenwolf and said, hey, you're a bitch.
Yeah.
See, look at this. Oh, time for me to go.
Oh shoot. Well, yeah. I think that's pretty much it, man. Yeah, I'm excited for the DCU though.
Yeah,
I'm excited. It's 30 minutes. Yeah, we hit the time. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Let's get up out of here. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what y'all thinking in the comment section down below of the video and of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Leave a review, like it, audio listeners, because the episodes are going up. I don't know when this one is gonna go up though, because we're doing one a week, and they're being put up in like the proper fashion. So catch y'all later.